What's going on, everyone? Back again today, part 2, working on the RS. Last time I left, right as I was doing the last little bit on the first clip, the light fell out right as I was hitting record. So I was hoping that wasn't going to be an indication of how this whole thing was going to go. But so far, that went well. All I did was bolted everything back in. I straightened up some wiring here. You probably noticed from the front, it's kind of hard to tell. Let me grab a light real quick. Since the last time, there are a few little, let's see, there's probably one little red thing down in there, maybe able to see. There's also another little red thing over here on this side. These are my Hella Supertones. Of course, you know, everybody has Hella Supertones these days. This car has no horns at all. It's never had horns since I've owned it. And actually, before you joined me here, I have been ahead trying to get things figured out because I don't know where there's a horn wire. There should be a horn, factory horn, somewhere over here, but there's no wiring to it. Underneath the car, there's no wiring, so apparently, sometime in this car's lifetime, somebody's like tucked it back in the harness, nowhere to be found. What I have done over here on the wiring harness, coming out of the horn relay, I found where that is. I've made my own wire, and I'm going to run an E-wire down to this horn, and then chain it over to the other one, over on the other side, to kind of keep the wiring down to a minimum. But, as of right now, I've got this one spliced in. I've got my spool of wire over here, kind of temporarily set up. I got it hooked to a test light just to see if, you know, I'm going to be doing this right, which I'm pretty sure I am. Did find a wiring diagram over on my phone. Kind of helped out a lot. Alright, so I'm going to hit the horn and see if this lights up. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at there. Okay, so that's going to be the horn. Good. Problem solved. Alright, so now all I have to do is run this wire down through the fender well. Probably just follow along with the factory harness, because it looks like it comes out here, comes underneath here, and then my horn is actually right there. What's somewhere around here? Ah, it's up here. But it's going right here. Matter of fact, something like that. Alright, I'm not going to mount them to the very end. I'm going to go ahead and get them wired up. It's easier to wire them up than mount them. So, let's see. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and tuck all this wiring down and get it down here to this first horn, and we'll pick up from there. Well, you guys kind of got gypped on this video. Had a camera malfunction, my battery went dead. So in the meantime, while it was charging, I went ahead and put everything in. I've got the, I had to splice this in right here. I found this little plug. This was one of the things I was concerned about, because the new bumper lights, they came with the new harness here, but at one point in time I guess, tore this off. So I spliced it in direct, and luckily I still had that little plug. So that's back to being plug and play again. Put the bumper lights in. Let's see if I can. Right there. Yeah. But they're kind of smoked out, so they're not as noticeable. Go ahead and install this. The horns went pretty easily, actually. Let's see, I had the wire that I spliced into up here that actually went out to the horn wire wherever it goes. Ran it through the fender well, down through here, right to here. Custom zip tie. I got to keep everything out of the way. Over top of the intercooler piping, and to this one, I took the ground. I made a ground wire and kind of hid it back here in the back. basically it's just a little short piece of wire with a little eyelet, and then over to the ground side. Then I spliced into the positive here, ran over behind the intercooler, across the top, zip tied all that, made it look nice and neat. Ran over to the other side, where we'll go take a look at that too real quick. Alright, so here we are over on the other side. This horn here, the lighting may be a little better over here on this side, I'm not sure. You can see just a self-tapper holding it in right here. It's not going anywhere. And the same exact thing, the one wire coming in from the other side, spliced into the positive side, and the ground is just, find a spot back there to give me a ground. They are very, very loud. The Supertones do not play. Then I had this one here. Goes to the other bumper light. Put that in now. Well, now that I got that hooked up, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the bumper back on. Everything, I do believe, is done here in the front section. Next thing I'll probably work on is probably going to be the turbo inlet. That's probably going to be the next thing that's going to show up. So dive into that project, elbows deep. I don't really think there's any other big projects that I planned on doing to it this time around, other than the turbo inlet. I do have a power steering pump leak I gotta take care of, so that's probably something easy. I'll fix that while I'm in there. But you know what? I tell you what, I will start the car up and let you hear what it's doing now. I mean, it's obvious it's a boost leak. It shakes like crazy. I'll even take you on the inside too and show you the whole setup I got. Alright, so we're inside the car now. I got it running. And of course, you see air-fuel ratio leaned out. Over here on the FC Commander, see if I can get close enough here. You see the boost right there? See how it's negative 262? That should be like negative 400-ish. So it's got a leak from somewhere. Of course, I'm going to say turbo inlet because that's just the only thing it really could be. Of course, I'm going to give it some gas. Yeah, it doesn't move. Actually, the car will almost stall. And if you look over here at the boost gauge, here's my boost gauge here. Yeah, you see how it dips down? Yeah, it should be almost to the -7 right there, or 0.7. It should be way down there running in vacuum right now. Over here, oil pressure, that's still good. EGT gauge down here on the end. Of course, it's still cold, so that's not. Turn that on. There we go. There's all the lights. I actually replaced one of these lately. That one, in fact, the one behind the gas gauge. It didn't work, so I didn't know how much gas I had at night. And then I think it also kind of works for the temperature gauge, so without the bleed off of the speedometer, the temperature gauge, it didn't really glow much either. Kind of a quick little overview. It's RS, got the sunroof in it. It works half the time. The dash, if anyone is wondering, that's flocking. I flocked the entire dash. Kenwood head unit down there. 2.5 RS interior. It's my ugly mug. Go ahead and kill this. And listen. Hope you can hear that. That was the sound of a ball bearing turbo. Still spinning even after you kill the car. Well, hate that you guys got screwed over on this video. Next time will be more enjoyable, I promise. We actually get to digging into the engine. So, till then.